You think pyramids were for cats? Wrong. Those geometrically unstable tombs for incestuous pharaohs. The true VIPs were shiny black insects playing in literal shit. While Instagram thirsts over Sphinx kittens today, every Egyptian peasant in 2500 BCE was bowing to Scarabaeus Sacer nature's little sewage workers rolling balls of feces larger than themselves. They weren't just tolerated, they were God incarnate. Meet Khepri divine Beetle pushing the sun disk like a cosmic Uber driver dragging a flaming dung ball through the underworld. Because why have reasonable mythology when you can have the ryanthropic metaphor powered by animal cloaca? Explorers in Napoleon's expedition nearly died laughing when they cracked a pharaoh's tomb in 1799. Not gold, not jewels. A solid jade beetle caked in bovine turd residue stored in a sarcophagus nicer than Versailles' guest bathrooms. These insects got golden amulets sewn into mummy bandages over human hearts. Priests chanted hymns to their larval stage, I shit you not. And neither did they, since beetles got first dibs on ceremonial offerings. Picture your local cardinal sacrificing a lamb to a cockroach in a tiny pope hat. That's Egyptian spirituality. Equal parts genius architecture and clinical devotion to fecal matter. Even your trash TikTok influencers can't match this level of dedication. The Temple of Karnak's outer walls feature a 5-ton granite scarab so polished you see your existential dread in its thorax. Royal barges on the Nile carried stone monuments to beetles while peasants starved. One tax record from Deir el-Medina lists 80 workers fired for defiling divine excrement rollers by accidentally stepping on one. Execution. Worse. Forced to clean public latrines until they could recite the entire hymn of the Dungball Ascendant backwards. But here's the twist rotting in Ra's armpit. This wasn't cute animism. It's brain-meltingly stupid engineering. Scarabs don't roll dung in straight lines. Their celestial navigation looks like a Roomba on ketamine. Study any sun path fresco in Luxor and you'll see hieroglyphs of beetles making perfect westward journeys. Reality. Those bugs zigzag, collapse, and abandon their poop spheres mid-journey 50% of the time. So the sun rising daily wasn't a miracle, it was daycare for the most incompetent deity imaginable. The entire civilization banked on the equivalent of a drunk guy eventually stumbling home with your car keys. Even their obsession stank of hypocrisy. While nobles jeweled beetles with lapis lazuli, actual scarabs piled up corpses like morbid tumbleweeds when plagues hit. Herodotus describes an outbreak where beetles nested in decaying soldiers' eye sockets. Pharaoh's solution: more beetle amulets. Same energy as anti-vaxxers slapping healing crystals on ventilators. Modern Egyptologists still find Tomb Raider loot stashes skipped gold for scarab statues. In 2018, Cairo police arrested a goth teen selling mummified beetles at a Lady Gaga concert. The market price: higher than uncut Colombian beryllium. Because humanity never learns, we just switch from worshipping poop bugs to selling them at Hot Topic for aesthetic. Karen left me over my scarab collection. Said live Tennessee June bugs in our bed proved I had problems respecting boundaries. Joke's on her, I sold one intact Menoptera amulet and bought a Porsche. Priests in Thebes would call this divine provenance from the holy digestive cycle. It's just economic justice. Archaeologists still debate why a species smart enough to calculate the hypotenuse of the universe brick by brick was equally compelled to grovel before six-legged garbage men. But I know. It's humanity's secret ingredient: weaponized idiocy. Scarabs taught us the truth existence is a cosmic turd rolling toward nothingness, and our best move is gilding the insects shoving it over the horizon. But let's elevate the idiocy. You think Egyptian sewer bugs are peak? The Aztecs' candy-colored dictators who drowned toddlers in cenotes for rain decided the ultimate flex was forcing elite warriors to masquerade as hummingbirds. Not as in graceful or nimble. Actual elite units sewed helmets from dead hummingbirds' actual skins. Imagine watching a 200-pound stone axe-wielding champion hyped on magic mushrooms screech toward you with tiny stiffened bird corpses taped to his forehead. Tactical advantage: 0. Psychological terrorism via passionate bird-watching hemorrhage. Underrated. These Huitzilopochtli regiments weren't just cosplaying Digimon on T. They courted ritual humiliation. Enemy, Zapotec armies allegedly taunted them as idiot flower suckers. Mid-battle, a burn immortalized in pre-Columbian graffiti. Imagine the Aztec Marine Corps freezing under arrows because someone yelled, "Yo mama feeds you nectar through tampon tubes." Even the moon goddess Coyolxauhqui was recorded mocking Huitzil warriors, her priestesses flinging manioc flour in their eyes chanting, "May your nectar turn to diarrhea." Because godhood in Mesoamerica didn't mean dignity. The real kicker, hummingbirds represented fallen soldiers' souls taxied to the afterlife. So a visionary warrior's reward for disemboweling enemies was being reborn as a glorified juice box. Bees bullied them. House cats drew up strategic ambush plans to third-party this cosmic farce. Yet scribes documented entire platoons begging officers to tie more hummingbird beaks to their shields. The logic boils down to, unless your patron god weighs less than a nickel and shivers aggressively to avoid starvation, warfare is just pointless charades directed by coral snakes. It gets better. Ball game champions think WWE with hallucinogens could sacrifice themselves to skip the queue. The Aztec equivalent of speedrunning Super Mario by wrenching out your own aorta upon hitting the flagpole. These guys got VIP hummingbird souls express delivered like Prime Now bananas. Xiuhtecuhtli offered a realpolitik kickback system. Win one match right arrow qualify as bird right arrow skip 500 reincarnations of arthritis. It's prosperity gospel for featherweight zombies. And here's the Wellbutrin-fueled epiphany. Examine any sacred animal, cult, and humanity's tragic comedy writes line edits in blood. Hummingbirds, not rats, spread the worst plagues among Mesoamerica, yet nobles decorated obsidian knives with iridescent plumage literally rat king together by children's braided hair. Flower sucker troops starved by the thousands when corn silos emptied around Tenochtitlan. Solution: more sacrificial dove-headed helmets because coordinator-level incompetence grooves best when accented by dead fauna accessorizing like Siberian H&M rejects. Last Tuesday, a hummingbird jammed itself in my porch light and vomited pure cranberry juice onto my divorce papers. Karen texted updates about her malignant yeast infection. In that moment, holding the dazed bird lungs wheezing like napalm survivor kazoos, I finally grasped why Cortez won. Not because guns beat atlatls, because being governed by grown men flouncing in brittle bird skin fedoras while chanting about nectar portals scraped dark matter irony off reality's pelvic bone. The ultimate universal lesson: intelligence is cringe. Meanwhile in Cuzco, Incan accountants developed nosebleeds calculating how many adolescent llamas you could stab per denarius of military budget before strategic collapse became an involuntary comedy special. The Sapa Inca's treasury allocated 80% of annual gold output to erect solid gesture monuments shaped like camelid genitalia, while actual soldiers patrolled borderlands wearing armor made from dried squash and coping mechanisms. Modern parallels. Imagine Congress diverting F-35 funds to Shiba Inu breeding facilities run by Peter Thiel cosplaying as a druid priest. Abundant historical receipts confirm. In 1465, Huayna Capac sacrificed 300 jet black llamas before breakfast just to ensure his morning quinoa tasted sufficiently cosmic. Military engineer battalions resorted to filing spearheads against rocks like suburban dads sharpening dull lawnmower blades. The financial lunacy metastasized when Inca elites decided ritualized llama hemorrhaging beat basic game theory. Chroniclers describe golden llama orgies, where imperial priests would force-drive animals to chicha beer benders before slicing jugulars into ceremonial goblets shaped like Ayn Rand's self-esteem. Picture Bezos huffing liquidated Twitter employee pensions through Gillette Venus razors welded to Jeff Koons sculptures. Reality check. Inca field generals faced Huascar's rebellion equipped with slingshots and alpaca foot calluses, while temples stockpiled enough holy llama jerky to stretch from Machu Picchu to Epstein Island gift shops. Last Thursday, my crypto bro neighbor Rex attempted recreating these policies. Took leveraged loans against his dead grandmother's cat to buy a Thai zoo monkey genetically modified to shotgun white claws. His Discord manifesto declared primates were proof-of-work deities. A Karen's divorce lawyer salvaged 6.7 Dogecoin from his hemorrhoidal crypto wallet. Parallel, total. Exasperated conquistadors described Atahualpa's commanders wielding rainbow-feathered ceremonial maces made from Andean condor bones, equivalent of firing Raytheon missiles into Mar-a-Lago bides for vibrational feng shui. Both civilizations shared suicidal devotion to symbolic theater, crashing headlong into material reality's brick Dick Cheney mask. Llamas weren't just involuntary blood bags. Scholars found temple ledgers detailing how priests tattooed fiscal projections directly onto livestock entrails. Prehistoric Bloomberg terminals operated via rectal shaman drone. One account cites Pachacuti demanding a 2-ton solid gold corn husk sculpture be wedged into a virgin alpaca's esophagus to appease barley futures. Imagine Janet Yellen submitting federal budget proposals written in squirrel blood on Panama hat brims. The raw tragedy. Archaeologists uncovered Incan battlefield graves containing soldiers buried with notes begging their gods, "Please let the llamas take bullets first next time." Archaeologists discovered the Mayans engineered their pyramids with a hydraulic viscosity index calibrated so human sacrifices would maintain optimal plasma velocity down sacred staircases. Ancient Aztec OSHA guidelines demanded blood reach the ceremonial cistern before clotting. These stairs weren't just architectural marvels, but divine beverage dispensers. Imagine your local AMC theater installing Slurpee nozzles under every seat cushion to keep Cthulhu caffeinated during matinees. Xibalba's VIP lounge demanded fresh hemoglobin margaritas. And buddy, those Jaguar deities weren't sipping responsibly. One stele depicts a priest consulting what scholars euphemize as a flow rate totem. Essentially, a Bronze Age Excel spreadsheet calculating cervical spine severance angles for maximum splash radius. Modern parallels. Last Tuesday, Elon Musk retrofitted a Cybertruck with sacrificial altar mods during Burning Man, marketed as Tesla's new Viagra for billionaires bored of vanilla human suffering. His engineers installed Tesla coil electrodes to vaporize organic matter into aerosolized NFTs. Karen's corporate retreat icebreaker involved HR installing slip-in slides in the parking lot with HR-approved hemoglobin substitute, organic kale smoothies blended with edible glitter. Half the accounting department rage quit life after concussions from mandatory team-building human sacrifices to the blockchain audit gods. Forensic topographers mapping Tikal's drainage systems found limestone channels with keratin deposits from jaguar tongues. Proof big cats actually licked the runoff. Radiocarbon dating places one particularly enthusiastic jaguar's dental plaque at peak blood alcohol content during Kainish Janab Pakal's coronation party. Translated glyphs reveal priestly debates over whether virgin blood produced better foam for divine cappuccinos. Spoiler, the consensus was, depends on the harvest season. The ultimate tragedy. Mayan astronomers accurately predicted solar eclipses down to the millisecond, yet somehow missed the glaring PR issue of turning children into Capri Sun pouches for metaphysical house cats. Their court poets composed odes comparing arterial spray patterns to monsoon rains, a haunting precedent for modern CEOs who equate quarterly profit spikes with religious ecstasy. Jaguar worships final CEO, Kakao. Yes, that's his real name. Allegedly built a cistern so vast historians calculated it could have stored enough hemoglobin to supply every Wendy's Frosty machine from here to the Uit cloud. Reality check. When Cortés arrived, he found pyramids so crusted with centuries of ferroprotein residue Spanish boot soles stuck like toddlers in airport chewing gum traps. His chaplain's diary complains about spending Easter Sunday scraping coagulated dignity off his sandals, while local converts argued about whether Jesus technically counted as free range. Messiah meat under kosher jungle bylaws. The Mayans' final insult. Their Jaguar gods ghosted humanity harder than my father after discovering Bitcoin. Zero archaeological evidence of divine intervention beyond some very disappointed felines with IBS from lactose-free blood substitutes. Today's homage. Pharmaceutical lobbyists pushing legislation labeling ambulances as mobile blood harvest platforms. Silicon Valley execs extracting hemoglobin from Uber Eats drivers for experimental longevity smoothies. And Karen's new boyfriend. Nebraskan councilman who commissioned a taxpayer-funded water slide funneling livestock runoff into his biodiesel Ferrari, a perfect monument to humanity's unbroken legacy of liquidating life for mythological side quests. The cosmic joke of empires. Every society grooms its own grotesque mascot through sheer gravitational pull of failure. Those pyramid-sipping weirdos in Giza. Of course, they worship venom-neutralizing murder mittens with delusions of goddess grandeur. Meanwhile, Miami's holy icon scuttles through irradiated kombucha puddles, Blatella germanica, our indestructible roach overlords. Not by choice, mind you. They're just the only species solvent enough to afford beachfront herbs once our Zillow profiles dissolve into briny memes. London's shocking cat mummy exhibit isn't archaeology. It's Netflix's worst roommate ever, Ptolemaic edition. That crispy feline's carbon dating aligns perfectly with King Tut's opioid denial phase, still bundled in linen inscribed with passive-aggressive hieroglyphic burns. Disturbed Princess Murderpaws remains. Enjoy permanent 56K dial-up speeds in the afterlife. Curators found curse amulets attached like ancient Alexandria's version of iTunes Terms of Service. The scroll no pharaoh actually read before signing away their soul to Macedonian NFT grifters. Our modern spirit animals diagnose societal rot with Dolby Atmos clarity. Phoenix bows to scorpions because their housing market operates on pure arachnid logic. Seduce victims with stucco McMansion husks. Dissolve their retirement funds via adjustable-rate pincers. Detroit canonized feral pheasants solely to watch soccer moms swerve their Teslas into potholes during Great Birdemic toilet paper meltdown 26. My condo board just ratified silverfish as holy patrons after an HOA audit revealed 83% of our building's structural integrity now resides as JPEG in the president's crypto prayer wallet. That mummified tabby's authentic terror isn't supernatural. It's realizing we've subcontracted divinity to Elon's meme algorithms. Aztec priests gauged godly moods via ritual basketball games using decapitated heads. Our divine barometer. Boston Dynamics robodogs dry-humping municipal infrastructure, while mayors approve squirrel militia, armed with artisanal acorn stimulus checks. The British Museum's display just exposed civilization's core truth. 30-century-old burial glyphs read exactly like FDA warnings on your lab-grown cricket protein shakes. All animal cults evolve into Silicon Valley pitch decks. Elephantine's hippogod temple peddled sanctified dung as biodegradable soul tokens. History's original fecal crypto Ponzi scheme. Babylonian trader bros swapped unborn lamb contracts labeled Sky God endorsed fertility derivatives. Present day. Seattle's transit authority just installed subway cockroach incubators marketed as devotional protein shrines, while Zuckerberg's legal team copyrighted a method to distill Uber Eats drivers' existential sighs into Meta's new, authentic rage, AI filter. Those cursed cat bandages. Merely Bronze Age Yelp rants. One translation, Dynasty Roman 18, still waiting on Scarab Grubhub delivery. Ra's customer service equals sand in loincloth. 1/5 stars. Modern parallel. Phoenix's 311 hotline charged me $19/minute while a Watson AI recited NWA lyrics distorted through a jewel to resolve parking permit karma. Your metropolis's true guardian creature lurks in municipal code footnotes. C. Denver's Meth Gopher Alliance demanding tiny home zoning rights. Brussels anarchist parakeets hacking 5G towers to broadcast diss tracks against Big Seed. My ex's homeowner association now requires monthly hot pocket offerings to feral raccoons who formed a picket line after discovering organic compost tastes like lukewarm pellet and regret. The mummy's revelation hits harder than Logan Paul discovering another cursed suicide forest. We aren't haunted by pharaoh ghosts. We're stalked by our own algorithmic reruns of garbage choices. Egyptians entombed kitties so Bastet might spare their grain silos. We depress-scale clone Persians for TikTok rescue. Videos filmed in Dubai prisons while Venice canals ejaculate rabid possums onto solar gondola dashcams. Ultimate diagnosis. That crusty sacred cat's curse already won. Humans are busy chiseling epitaphs into blockchain headstones narrated by Shiba in you cryptoasmer streams. Go prep your afterlife. Walmart's selling DIY sarcophagi kits with Prime Next Hour delivery and optional LED obelisk lighting. Comes with complimentary albino roaches marketed as wellness microcompanions. Because in end-stage capitalism, spirituality's just a randomized loot crate containing 3 half-used Carfax coupons and the existential dread of knowing your last protein bar wrapper outlived your retirement plan.